Alright, this is Mr. Painter. This is going to be our last question on the Quizette for this week. It is asking, what is the volume of this sphere where the radius is 9 inches? Okay, so again, we are looking for volume with the sphere. And what I'd like you to do is where it says sphere, a sphere is a ball. That's all it is. A sphere is a round ball. So I'm actually going to put the word round ball. Okay, so like for an example, a football is not a sphere. So again, it's not a sphere. So in this case, a round ball is a sphere. A soccer ball, basketball, volleyball, etc. Okay, let's see. We need a formula. Formula is always good. So we have volume equals. So you're going to go ahead and write this down. We do need the formula. Volume equals 4 over 3 times pi times r to the third power. And yes, that is a multiplication dot. Yes, multiply. Okay, so multiplication. Okay, so the only thing we really need in this case is the radius of 9 inches. So 9 inches goes in for radius here. Alright, so let's see, what can we do? So let's go and write down radius next to 9 inches. Okay, you guys might have to write it next to it because I know your images are not as good as mine. So radius. Okay, and plug it in. So next step is volume equals 4 over 3 multiply 3.14. Remember, pi is always 3.14. Multiply 9 to the third power. 9 to the third power. Okay. Next step, we need to break down the exponents. We need to break down the exponents. And I think while we break down the exponents, we're going to also change this to division. Again, I'm not a big fan of fractions. I'd rather just say 4 divide 3. It makes it a lot easier. And be very, very careful. This is to the third power. Okay, sphere, third power, third power. It's like the third dimension for spheres. Okay, so we have volume equals. So I'm going to switch out the 4 over 3. I'm going to call it 4 divide 3. I just think that looks better. Times 3.14 times 9 times 9 is 81, and 81 times 9 is going to take us to 729. So 729. And that took care of the exponent there. Alright, so order of operations says from left to right, you're going to go ahead and work it out. So again, division or multiplication, it don't matter. It's left to right. Again, there's no addition or subtractions. You don't have to worry about that stuff. So left to right. Alright, so we have volume equals, let's start with the 4 divided 3. So 4 divided 3. It's going to take us to 1.33 forever. Okay, just be 0.3333. So I'll stop at the second decimal place. Times 3.14 times 729. Alright, so let's go ahead and take our 1.33 and multiply it times pi. So times 3.14. And that's going to take us to volume equals 4.18 times 729. 729. So just in case that you want to make sure you're following along here. So that 4 divided 3 came out to 1.33. Then that 4.18 at the very bottom came from these two here. And notice just one number at a time, I'm working my way down. And my last thing I'm going to do here is multiply 729. So multiply 729. And that's going to take you to a giant size sphere of 3052.08. So again, that's pronounced 3052.08. There's no hundredths place there. And since we are talking about inches, we're going to put inches to the third power. So inches to the third power. And that takes care of this week's Quizette for spheres.